And we are once again to Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. Today, we are doing the brand new story event, From Whom the Heart Beats. Make progress in event quest to unlock. Alright, yep. So it's a Nobara-centric event. From Whom the Heart Beats, Episode 1. From Whom the Heart Beats, Episode 1. Hey, Rue, do you know the rumor about the curse? You mean the curse that brings misfortune to people? It will bring misfortune to the person cursed. Do you believe in that? Actually, it's true. I'll show you the evidence. I really can't stand our class teacher, Inu, so I used that curse on him. I guess it won't be long before... Mr. Inu got hit by a bicycle this morning and got hurt a little. He is now in the hospital. So today... Yeah, it happened pretty quickly. Like, when did she curse him? A few days ago? A week ago? But luckily, it was just a bicycle. Like, how messed up do you have to be to get into the hospital from a bicycle? You see? Rue, do you want to try this out? Alas! I swear this game loves making the character say alas. Rue! I found your childhood photos! Do you want to take a look? No. Oh, really? You were so adorable! Both you and Mia were such cute kids! By the way, Mia hasn't been coming over lately. She used to come over 7 days a week. You're so annoying! Just leave me alone! When we were kids, we didn't notice certain things. Like the gap between ordinary people and dazzling ones. The insurmountable chasm between me and Mia. Every time I open SNS, Mia's glamorous photos flood me like an avalanche. Her photos with celebrities, lavish dinners I've never seen before. While I can only take some ordinary photos with no highlights. By the time I realized this gap, Mia and I were no longer friends. She always posts those kinds of photos, like she's showing off. It's okay to make her suffer a little. A week later... Is this the place? It's as eerie as I heard. I like how the kids have been each getting a mission to kind of focus on them during the event. Like, the first one ever was mostly on Yuji, but the other two came as side characters to help Yuji in his event. While the second event focused on Megumin, the third event focused on Jujutsu Kaisen 0, so that one really doesn't count. While the third actual official event for this game was about mostly Gojo and him working with some other sorcerers and windows on a big operation. Now the fourth event is kind of focused on Nobara. So, where should I start the investigation? An investigation mission? Well, only Nobara can handle this task. After all, it's super special, highly dangerous, yet extra sweet. Dangerous or sweet? And your compliment. It's just too casual. Well then, the mission is... You're not listening. I mentioned before that schools are places where curses tend to gather. This time, your target is a high school with an exceedingly high concentration of curses. Although, there must be some reason. There's nothing apparent on the surface. For example, games like Kokori-san that students play. Those kinds of things also attract curses. I've never heard of that game, so that must be some Japanese exclusive thing that they do there. I wonder, is it actually a game or is it a ritual? But this time, it's definitely probably not something of that level. It's likely that someone has conducted a more powerful ritual there. Or, there may be some cursed objects there. Is it probably or definitely? And what about ritual and cursed objects? You are being too vague here. Haha. Investigating these things is also part of your job. After all, students involved in such matters usually won't tell others easily. According to the investigation of Window, it is confirmed that some high school girls share a certain secret among themselves. This is as far as we can find out. So, go and blend in with those girls and get the secret out of them. Nobara, you can definitely do it, right? I would say it's okay for me to investigate, but don't just assume that girls can get along with all other girls so easily. Alright then, what should I do? Shall I start asking around? But who would honestly reveal the truth to a stranger from another school? I have to find a way. Alas. See, they just love making these characters say alas. Like, why would Nobara, why would that random girl from this school say it, and then Gojo has been saying it in the other event? So it's so weird that they make these characters all say alas. Hey, what's your name? Eh? My name is Mia. What can I do? And you know she's an important character because she gets a portrait. She's the same Mia that the first girl was talking about. So I'm guessing those are gonna be our side characters, main characters of this event, aside from Nobara. I see. Mia, sorry to bother you. Could you stand still for a moment? What? She probably sees the curse that's on Mia. If her friend did actually give her the cursed object, she can easily identify it from all the cursed energy coming off of it. I think this team will be good enough. But yeah, I wonder, how did she give it to her friend? Did she mail it to Mia? It's like, because her friend was so accepting of the gift, being like, yeah, she probably just wants to give me this little thing because we're still friends. I highly doubt Mia has forgotten her, like, old childhood friends. Because that's the thing with, like, these anime tropes, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna pull. I'm trying to remember what her name is. Rue? Probably thought Mia forgot about her, but Mia has probably never forgotten her best friend, childhood friend, whatever you want to call Rue. From Whom the Heart Beats, Episode 2. What? What's the matter? What are you up to? Sorry, just consider it as me performing a little magic trick on you. Do you feel more relaxed now? Eh? It's true! I feel much more relaxed. I've been feeling unwell lately, and it's really troubling me. What do you do? Are you a masseuse? No. Maybe you do acupuncture, or something like that. What's your name? Can I take a photo with you? My name is Nobara Kugasaki. But why do you want to take a photo with me? Nobara! What a lovely name! I want to post a photo on SNS. I'll say I met a super acupuncturist. No, a nail acupuncturist. Come on! Let's take a photo together! What's going on? I didn't put much effort into my makeup today. People like her tend to use taking photos with others as a way to highlight themselves. Don't they? Please, please! Come on! Ah! Heh. I'll touch up the photos a little bit. Wait a minute. Look at this. How about it? Ah. You're quite good at this. Teach me how to do that. Since Nobara is from, like, rural areas, she's not, like, super familiar with all these phones, technology, and all that, so she's probably wondering, oh, she made the photos look super good with her editing. And so she wants to know how to do that. It's kind of weird because Nobara has like two kinds of modes that sometimes I think of her. It's like I would think of her as super combative with other girls, but then sometimes she's super chummy with girls, trying to learn from them. So I guess this time she's trying to be super chummy, even though she was a little combative, being like, I don't want to do this. Okay, first of all, oh, that's great, but it's overdone. I can't even identify who it is. Not at all. You have done it very well, Nobara. You've got great sense. By the way, now is not the time for such a thing. Do you have any idea why you've been feeling unwell recently? Any idea? Exactly. That's why I'm here to investigate. Have you encountered anything strange recently? Besides feeling unwell, have you experienced anything else unpleasant? Unpleasant things. There have been quite a few, especially considering how unwell I've been feeling. But the worst of them is... Ah, sorry, it's nothing. I guess feeling unwell is probably the worst of them. Thanks to you, Nobara. I'm feeling much better. I'll send you the photos later. Thank you. Ah, wait a second. What's up with her? It feels like she's hiding something. Anyway, I better go ask other students. No results. Besides Mia, there are several other students with low-grade cursed spirits attached to them. Something must have happened at this school, but it's really not that easy to get them to talk about this matter. What should I do? How is it going? Well, I'm glad we at least get some cameos from the other kids. It was weird going through Megumin's mission and not even seeing a cameo from Yuji or Nobara. Not good. No progress at all. It seems I'll have to ask the students at the school one by one. Then what about the students who haven't come to school? Oh yeah! The students who haven't come to school for some reason might know something, but I can't believe I got reminded by Itadori. It feels really annoying. I'll just reply to him. Shut up! Huh? Why is she lashing out at me? This is it. The home of the student who's been absent from school for the past week. And her name seems to be Rue. Looks like I found the right place. The air here is filled with the presence of cursed spirits. Now, I just hope she'll be cooperative. Yes. Excuse me, is Rue here? It's me. That's great. Have you had any bad experiences recently? Like seeing ghosts or something like that? Are you a medium? Well, not quite the same, but similar. What's wrong? Please help me! What's going on? How could there be so many cursed spirits lingering here? I just wonder what happened to her parents. Hopefully they're alright. But I think they would have reported this incident if, like, they knew this was going on. Like, they must be captured? Or something else. Because there's no reason, like, she should be panicking for her life. Because these cursed spirits must have her hostage. So we'll see if they are alive by this next cutscene. Boom, 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 boom. Next battle. Also, I wonder, is this gonna be the entire thing? Like, are we gonna have to fight through the entirety of this house because it's filled to the brim with cursed spirits? Or is the school gonna be mostly the main place we're focused at? But this is just a stop before we go back to the school. Because it seems like the two main characters we've already met. We've already dealt with the problem for one of them. Unless, even though she has neutralized the cursed object that Mia was holding, maybe it's still active. Like, she killed the curses around Mia, but still attracting spirits. Because obviously we're going to have to deal with the big bad of this. Like, the biggest cursed spirit that's around, haunting people. From Whom the Heart Beats, Episode 3. Anyway, I've already exorcised the low-grade cursed spirits, but... Tell me, what happened? The curse that brings misfortune to others has backfired. What? I was only supposed to use it twice, but I used it 3 times. No, even more than that. Damn! Like, how many times was she cursing people? Like, did she curse Mia multiple times, or did she curse multiple people? Because then that means she sent either a lot of curses after Mia, or she was wanting to get revenge on a lot of people. That cursed doll! Hold on. Please calm down. Can you explain it to me in detail? Start from the beginning. What did you use, and how did you use it? We have a cursed item in our class. There's only one, so we take turns using it. It's a cursed doll that brings misfortune to the designated target. The cursed doll is pretty cute, in an ugly way. Like, I don't know, something about it, it just kind of looks like cute. It's like, aw, the novelty of having this thing. But it does look a little ugly, with its weird mouth and big eyes. Bingo! I made it! I have a friend. We used to be very close, but gradually, she became more and more out of reach. I am jealous of her, and I feel pathetic for being jealous of her. I started to hate myself more and more, and I also began to resent her. So, you used that cursed item to bring misfortune to her. How childish. It won't solve any problems at all. It's better to communicate openly. Otherwise, how will others understand you? Moreover, a cursed item. That kind of thing will only give you temporary satisfaction, leaving you feeling even emptier afterward. That's true. But I really don't want to be lectured by someone holding a voodoo doll, 5-inch nails, and a hammer. Well, one person is using their cursed objects and cursed tools for something good, and the other one is using it for petty revenge on their old friends and classmates. So I think one person here has a point, and it's obviously not Rue. I'll start from the beginning. When I borrowed the cursed doll, my classmate told me, you can only use it twice. If someone uses it more than twice, the curse of misfortune will backfire. So after using it twice, you should pass it on to someone else. So I'm just wondering, what happens if the entire class uses it twice? Does that mean they have to give it to a different class? Or is it like, once someone else uses it twice, then it's reset on the last person that used it? Or does it usually take a couple of people to use it before resetting on a new person? She always posts those kinds of photos, like she's showing off. It's okay to make her suffer a little. I soon discovered that the curse was real. Because she posted it on SNS, she wrote, "Got splashed with mud by a truck," accompanied by a photo of herself completely covered in mud. I was skeptical, so I tried again, and not long after, she posted again on SNS saying, "There's been a break-in at home." Her SNS was full of messages of sympathy and encouragement, even though she went through a terrible time. That kinda seems what should happen. You should get sympathy and encouragement from your fans, followers, family, whatever. So, are you telling me she was jealous people were giving her empathy, sympathy? I was pissed off and didn't want to let it end like that. One more time. Just one more time. So, how many times do you use it? 7 times. Damn! That's a lot of times. And I can only imagine they kept getting worse. If the first one was just a mud splash, the second one was a break-in, but she wasn't even there, it can only be so terrible what can happen 5 more times on how bad it could possibly get. I mean, she wasn't killed, but there's still plenty of bad things that can happen to you. You've gone too far. From the next day, a flower pot fell down. I got cut by the broken pieces, and there was a needle in the rice ball I bought. That is pretty scary, to hear a rice ball had a needle in it. Ugh. God, the damage that would have done. And... watch out! Kugasaki suddenly pushes Rue away, and a remote-controlled plane crashes where Rue was just standing. Is this another backfire from the curse? Things are getting complicated. The cursed doll she mentioned is most likely a cursed object. It's probably an item used to target someone and then apply a curse. As long as the cursed object is destroyed, this series of disturbances should come to an end. Anyway, we need to deal with that cursed doll first. Where is it now? I don't know. I was so scared that I returned it. I'll find it. You should help me. You don't want to die, right? Do you have a photo of the doll? Yes. And I need to get that guy to help too. I wonder who she's talking about. Is she talking about Gojo? Or is she talking about Yuji? I'm guessing it's supposed to be a surprise on who it is. I mean, it can only be like 2 people, maybe 3. Unless she's talking about Megumin. Because she could need, I guess, Divine Dog. Like, she could need backup to deal with the curses, so that's either Gojo, Megumin, or Yuji. But if she needs something specific, like where this curse is coming from, or to track it down via smell, then I guess she would go with Gojo or Megumin, since they can both kind of track it. The least useful one would be Yuji, but he still has a pretty good chance of coming in. Like, since he's the only one that got a bit of a cameo and some voice lines. I mean, I guess Gojo also got his cameo in, since he's the one that gave her the mission. So it seems like Megumin's probably the least likely to be used. They all got blown away. This one's probably episode 4, right? From Whom the Heart Beats, episode 4. Although Kugasaki has been asking students about the cursed doll, she has not yet got any concrete leads on it. Really? No one knows how many times this thing has been passed around just in the past week? If only I could find the cursed object, all the problems would be solved. You're telling me the girl hasn't told her who was the one that gave it to her? I would imagine that was the original owner, unless she's just someone who's like just following the order, being like, alright, I need to give this to someone who hasn't gotten it. The extent to which the cursed objects are used in this school is even more serious than I imagined. The fact that there are low-grade cursed spirits everywhere in the school should be an effect of this as well. I must find it as soon as possible. Hey, do you know about the cursed doll that brings misfortune? Eh? Yes, I know. Do you want to use it? Do you have it with you now? No, and I don't even know where it is now. Well, I see. Although it's good that everyone is willing to use it, I don't know if they will return it properly. So the entire school is in on this? Because that is weird. If everyone in the school knows about this cursed item, wouldn't they be wary about other students using it on them? Like, I feel like a student that feels like they're being cursed would blow the lid on this entire thing. Because it would be quite easy to be like, somebody who has the cursed object is using it on me. I gotta go find that person, and then I'll know who wants revenge on me or is just wanting to make my life terrible. What? Oh, that! Actually, I found it in our family's warehouse. It said that the object brings misfortune to people, so I tried it, and it turned out to be true. Hold on. You were the first one to discover it? Yeah, because it can be used to play tricks on people. I lent it to others. You are too reckless. However, the so-called misfortune is actually just something like the pet cat bringing home a dead mouse. It's no big deal, right? From what I've gathered so far, it doesn't seem like they're just trivial matters, as she said. Could it be that the power of the cursed object is gradually increasing? However, I added a condition that using it more than twice would result in a backlash. It's a good idea, right? This way, no one will use it all the time. Huh? A condition? Wait, you made up the part about using it more than twice resulting in a backlash? Yes. This way, different people will use it. Isn't that great? Otherwise, there might be a situation where one person keeps using it all the time. It is false that using it more than twice will result in a backlash? If it's not a curse backlash, then it means... You weren't affected by a curse backlash, but rather, you were cursed by someone else. Can you think of anyone who particularly hates you? That person is the one holding the cursed object. I know what you mean, but I really don't have any idea. I don't have any particularly close friends either, so... Ah! There is someone? No, I don't have any close friends. However, I once had a good friend. It's nothing. I can't think of anyone who would hate me. Just wait a moment. I need to take a call. Hello. Regarding what you mentioned, I've already looked into it as you suggested. However, I just asked Mr. Jiichi to investigate it. I just find it kind of weird that Yuji says, I've looked into what you suggested, however I asked Mr. Jiichi to investigate it. So his research isn't that good, and so he needs a pro window to go investigate. Any results? After looking at the photo, he said that there are records of that thing at Jujutsu High, but it's not a cursed object. It's a cursed spirit. A parasitic cursed spirit that usually disguises itself as a cursed object. What does parasitic mean? Are you kidding me? She doesn't know what parasitic means? According to Mr. Jiichi, for example, there is a parasite called Lichitium. I have no idea how to say that name. This type of parasite inhabits a snail, takes over its body, and intentionally makes it prey for birds in order to transfer itself to a higher level host. I hate that thing. I've seen that thing actually in action, and it is disgusting. Like, I saw the documentaries on it, and oh my god, it's so disgusting what it does to the slug's eyes. The parasitic curse spirit works in the same way. It disguises itself as an object that can grant wishes, accumulating people's hatred, desires, and jealousy. Eventually, these gathered negative emotions attract powerful cursed spirits, and the parasitic cursed spirit is waiting to obtain a more powerful host. That's about it. I see. However, whether it's a cursed object or a cursed spirit, if we retrieve it soon, the problem can be resolved. That part is the same. That's right. Do you need any help? No need. I have to go find it quickly. Thanks anyway. Rue, just tell me everyone you know. Rue? Rue! What a coincidence! By the way, how long has it been since we last talked? It's been a really long time. I don't think this is a coincidence. The forest behind the school. We used to play here all the time. And that doll. Are you talking about the cursed doll that brings misfortune? You know about it. I know. So Mia, was it you who cursed me? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. We've been friends since we were kids. Why would I have any reason to curse you? That... It's better to communicate openly. Otherwise, how will others understand you? That doll! I used it on you, Mia! I know. I've suffered a lot because of you. Okay, so that doesn't sound good at all. It sounds like Mia's probably gonna want revenge. Because that was a lie in her saying that she didn't use it on Rue. She was just trying to pretend that she didn't know what it was. But obviously when Rue said, "Oh, I know what this thing is," and started talking about it to Mia, she's like, alright, the ruse is kind of up. Where it's like they both know what it is, but she can still lie about not using it on Rue. So Mia is wanting revenge. Yeah, something horrible must have happened to Mia to consider her friend for revenge. Like, considering the levels that we saw that each thing was happening, from the mud splashing onto her to the home break-in, I don't know what could have happened to her, but it could not have been great. Hoo-yah! But yeah, I guess none of the other students are gonna really come in to help. Maybe they may come in for a save, but I feel like this has to be Nobara's mission, or she's gonna have her moment. Awesome, I reached player rank 13. Level up. 3rd year Jujutsu High School. Alright, the final mission against the big curse spirit. Whatever took the bait. From Whom the Heart Beats, Episode 5. She must have thought of someone. In the forest behind the school, a place full of memories for the both of them, Rue confronts Mia, who is holding the cursed doll. I've been irritated all this time because you always post those annoying photos. Hold on, what is going on? Rue's been posting annoying photos? Does she mean Rue's regular plain photos? Is that what she's getting annoyed about? Or has Rue's mom been posting old photos of them together? Photos? The photos I posted are all pretty ordinary. You know very well that when I was young, I lost my family and felt very lonely. So yeah, it definitely is her mother that's been posting photos of them as children. I've always wanted to be with you, but you distanced yourself from me. And then, as if on purpose, you kept posting those photos of your happy family. Okay, so no, it wasn't even the old photos. It's because she's posting pictures of with her family. Now that's super petty. Now, I thought Rue was just petty for letting themselves grow apart and then cursing her because she was jealous of her friend. But her friend is jealous because she has a happy family. Are you trying to show me the difference between us? I'm not! Mia! It's you! You're the one showing me the difference between us. I found out about your cursing me right away. I was really angry. So time and time again, I cursed you. It was terrible. I didn't feel relieved at all. A lot of bad things happened to me after you cursed me. But the worst thing was that my friend and I cursed each other. Listen, girls, you could have had it much worse. You and your best friend could have been the strongest cursed sorcerers on the planet, cursing each other. So, you guys got the easy curses here. It could have been much worse. Mia? So is that the cursed spirit yelling, or is that another cursed spirit yelling around them? What? What happened? The voice just now was... That's... Oh, it looks exactly like those creatures. Lictorium, whatever. Ugh, it's got those same eyes. I hate that. I'm guessing it ate the cursed doll, and so that's why it has those eyes, unless this is what the cursed spirit looks like normally. Hey, are you okay? I'm fine. But Mia... Along with the cursed doll, she was devoured by that thing. Oh, and Rue must be a window. Like, she has enough cursed energy that she can see the creature. What? What should I do? Can I save her? Whatever. It seems that the only way is to exercise it. Straw Daw technique. Hairpin. Alright. As long as I use this arm. No. As long as I use this arm for resonance, I might be able to exercise it. But if I do that, what will happen to Mia? Oh yeah, whenever she uses resonance, usually spikes come out of the creature. And so she's thinking that maybe the spikes will pierce through Mia as well if she's in the stomach or wherever she is in the body. If I conduct resonance, Mia might be affected. Should I give up saving her and focus solely on exercising the cursed spirit? But... watch out! Darn it! Kugasaki! Why did it become like this? What went wrong? Mia and I were the same. I thought Mia was deliberately distancing herself from me. But who was really the one being distanced? Why did it become like this? That's stupid! So that thing lost its arm when Nobara used the hairpin attack, and it just regrew it. Also, you can see the smaller cursed spirit in its mouth, which is interesting. Hating others, attacking others, and cursing others. It's just so stupid. It reminds me of my hometown. Come on, big guy. I'll exercise you. Kugasaki! Why did you have to go this far? Why? Because I'm a Jujutsu sorcerer. No, maybe that's not the reason. Because I am Nobara Kugasaki. Epic moment. Why didn't you run away? You could have just fled. But why are you still here? If you don't want to run away, then tell me. Tell me your wish. My heart is screaming out. My true wish. Please! Save Mia! Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to kill this thing. Boom, boom, boom. Just absolutely wrecking it. And now the creature is shown. We can just attack the parasite. Alright, now it's exercised. The cursed spirit has been destroyed, leaving behind Mia and the cursed doll it devoured at the scene. So I'm guessing she's gonna destroy the cursed doll. But that's weird that we didn't get an ending fight cutscene. Like, I was expecting her to do her resonance and destroy it, unless something else is gonna happen here. Mia!
生きてるみたいね。
It looks like she's still alive.
よかった。
Thank goodness.
あとはこいつを。
Next, this one. Kugasaki smashes the parasite curse spirit and exorcises it. Thus, the parasitic curse spirit is eliminated.
よし。
Great.
ルー。
Rue? Imagine if Mia doesn't forgive Rue, or Rue doesn't forgive Mia, because they should both kind of dislike each other right now, since they had to curse each other. It's probably gonna do a cliche anime thing of where they'll be able to forgive each other no matter what they did to each other.
Mia!
Mia! Sorry! I'm so sorry!
こっちこそ。
I'm sorry too, Rue.
ルーがミアを抱きしめて
Rue is hugging Mia and crying loudly.
それを見ながら私は
Looking at them, I remembered my childhood playmate.
自分にも幼馴染がいたことを。元気。
I wonder if she is doing well. Kugasaki! Kugasaki! Huh?
は
I wonder if she had to drag them both back to the hospital or if she called for help, like 911, being like, I have 2 girls down, I need help.
どこだここ。
Where am I?
病院
A hospital? I feel like I had a very painful
苦しい夢を
dream.
見てたような。あ、
Ah! Kugasaki looks down at her somewhat heavy feet and sees Rue and Mia sleeping there, holding hands. Aw, that's cute. I'm guessing they both consider Nobara a friend, and so they were wanting to wait there for her to wake up. Even though I, the patient, was lying in the hospital bed, they didn't even take care of me. Instead, they were just chatting away. It made me so uncomfortable, and I ended up having a nightmare. Jeez. So I'm guessing Nobara was awake earlier, but she was in pain, and plus the chatting girls made her uncomfortable, that she just wanted to sleep, and so that's why she said that she was in a nightmare. Or maybe she was actually having a nightmare because the girls were chatting. Haha. Alright, if those two wake up, it's going to be really noisy. I better slip away first. Ah, Mr. Jiichi. I'm calling to report. Sorry, did I make you worried? Eh? Itadori is worried about me? Tell him to not worry. Doesn't he know who I am yet? So I'm guessing this is still pretty early in the timeline. Probably right after their first mission with each other. Anyway, I'll leave the follow-up work to you. I'm hanging up now. What a terrible school. People cursed each other.
どこかのクソみたいな村
Just
と
like
同
a
じ。
certain shitty village.
ま、
Well,
悪くなかったかもね。
maybe it's not that bad. Okay, that last few lines were kind of weird. I don't know why she said, I guess it's not that bad. I mean, if her village and the school were cursing each other, that seems pretty bad to me. Pretty terrible things happen to a lot of people if, like, the entire school was cursing each other and her village. I'm guessing the reason she says it's not so bad is because in the end, she saw that Mia and Rue were good people after all, even though they were misguided in cursing each other. That's the only thing I can get from that. But overall, this was a good event. I am a little disappointed that there wasn't like two cutscenes for Nobara's like cinematic animation, whatever you want to call it. Usually, they always have one before the battle and one after the battle. Like, the second one is truly when the fight ends. Figure out a cool way to use resonance without hurting Mia. But overall, this was cute seeing Nobara take a mission on her own and see how she deals with it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade For Whom the Heart Beats story event. And if you guys did, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, and Odyssey, and check out my second YouTube channel. And like and comment on all my videos, and even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.